Hi! You are looking at my new house. My second Peace Corps house for my third-year extension down here in the south of Tanzania in Mtwara region. I was up north before. So I'm going to go inside in just a moment, but first let's just pan around and look at the neighborhood a little bit. There's a lot of fences, as you can see, and my house is part of like a housing complex, a government housing complex for Tanzanian government employees. I'm pretty sure they're the nicest houses in town, or the fanciest ones anyway. And they've got all this fencing and stuff. These are more of the typical houses in the neighborhood. That one's under construction there. And of course this one is my immediate neighbor across the street, who's also a government worker, but for some reason doesn't get the nice house. And then I'm right on the edge of town, so literally in that direction is pretty much wilderness. There's one road that goes through there. There's the very occasional home or farm, but for the most part I'm literally right on the edge of town. And there's some great trails that go through there, so you can go walking or jogging or whatever, or exploring. Okay, so let's go take a closer look. Yeah, now for some reason they decided to put tons of security on these houses, which I don't quite like. So I got this big metal gate and the chain link fence, which I don't know if that's coming out. Yeah, you can see that. Barbed wire on top. Not the greatest aesthetic. People keep bugging me to start a garden or a farm or something instead of letting my place get overgrown by weeds. I'm gonna figure something out for that. So this is the house here. Something that's pretty cool I would like to show you before we go inside is you see there's gutters up there, right? And you see at the end of the gutters there's a pipe, and the pipe goes down, I guess it goes around the corner, but it goes into the ground pretty much here. It goes underground. It doesn't go up to that tank. It goes over to this tank, which is an underground water tank. It's huge. If it were empty and you fell in, you would hurt yourself pretty badly. It's quite deep. So the rainwater gets collected by the gutters, goes into this tank. Then there's another pipe coming from this tank that goes up to that tank on top of the little tower thing. And there's an electric pump there which doesn't seem to be set up yet. But the idea is that the rainwater that's collected in this tank will automatically be pumped into that tank, and this tank will stay full. And then another pipe comes from this tank and goes down into the ground, but basically it ends up going into the house. And there are some faucets and stuff. So basically I will have, once it's all finished, running rainwater, which I think is kind of a cool system. Okay, so we're going to go inside now. So yeah, and again, tons of security, this gate. But again, the best way to be secure here is really just to befriend your neighbors and everybody, so everybody will help look out for each other, and nobody really wants to do anything to hurt you. But whatever, it's fine. I am making friends with my neighbors and I feel quite safe, so that's good. So yeah, this is my living room. Little panorama here. Yeah, look at these windows. I mean, of course there's bars, there's always bars, but I got screens on them, and they got metal frames, which, well, long story there. Basically, this plastic, there's a small gap between each layer of the window, and bugs kept coming in, so I put plastic in to try to stop that. It's only been partially successful. I have no idea how they're getting in now. Yeah, we got the table. I'm all packed up for a trip. I'm starting a trip this morning in a little bit. I got these really cool maps of Mtwara region, the region I'm in now. They show all the major roads and stuff. They're from work, so they don't have villages or towns on them. They have primary schools on them. And a lot of the primary schools are named after the village they're in, so it works pretty well. But yeah, so it's sort of like the region as a whole, and then each separate ward, which is kind of like a county, I guess, within the region. Alright, these are the maps. So that's the living room. Oh, yeah, and check that out. Ceiling fan. Watch. Hopefully the electricity is on right now. Let's do a little demonstration here. Oh. Yeah, look at that. I have to pay for my electricity though, so for now I've been being incredibly minimalist. I've basically only used a ceiling fan before to dry some laundry. Yeah, so this is my kitchen now. Pretty similar setup to my previous house. We got a kerosene stove down there. The sink, for a while I wasn't sure if the sink was going to work, so I brought a basin to use to wash dishes in and stuff. And the basin is still handy because it lets me cut down on my water use, which is useful because right now I don't have running water yet. I have to go fetch my own water. Let's see, and we've got the storage system. This is the same water filter system that I had when I was at Karatu. I brought it here, set it up a little differently. I've been experimenting with the art of using nails here, so I've got each of these buckets is hanging off a nail on the wall, which gives it sort of like the best possible height. You know, the water up here, the higher it is, the more pressure it has from gravity to get through the filter, which means it filters faster, basically. And this is just random, like, you know, cleaning and construction and repair type stuff in a little storage closet. So we're back at the living room now. I got this little hallway. Yeah, it's very echoey in here, I'm sure you can hear. So I have my main, okay, let's scoot back. So the door, that one, the furthest one on the right, that's the master bedroom, which is where I sleep. These two on the left are the guest bedrooms, which I don't have any beds or anything for, and probably won't be able to afford anytime soon, if ever. And then this here is sort of the shared bathroom. I have my own private bathroom in the master bedroom. Yes. Okay. So let's take a look over here, first door. So you see there's a door there wrapped in plastic. That door comes from this door frame, the other guest bedroom. So these are the two guest bedrooms. The door to that one, when I arrived, had termites in it. And I got some insecticide and tried getting rid of them. It didn't work. But fortunately they were very well contained in the door and not in the door frame or anywhere else. And fortunately I had a huge sheet of plastic from my new mattress, so I wrapped the door up in the plastic, and I'm just leaving it there. It's all isolated, it's safe. I don't want to mess with it until I have to, which I'm not sure when I will, but hopefully not for a while. Okay, so let's take a look at the shared bathroom here. It's broken up into, well, got this fancy sink, which will theoretically have running water someday. I put a mirror up there. We've got the bathing room, which yeah, it's pretty simple. I mean, it's bucket bathing, like it was in Karatu. So I would fill up this bucket with water. I'd take a cup, scoop water into the cup, pour the water onto myself, then soap myself up, and then pour more water on myself to rinse off, basically. That's about that. Oh, and there is a shower head, which theoretically might work someday, which would be really fancy. And of course we got the actual toilet room, and that's a typical Tanzanian toilet which has lots of bugs on it. I've been traveling. I just got back last night and I'm leaving this morning, so I haven't bothered to clean house. So sorry for the filthiness. Yeah, so it's a flush toilet. I kind of like the pit latrine ones a little better because you don't have to worry about them getting clogged or you know, all kinds of problems like that. They just don't have them. This is the second guest bedroom. I use it as a laundry drying room in case it's raining out, or like if I need to dry my clothes but I can't be around to make sure nobody takes them off the clothesline outside, whatever. And it's also got a ceiling fan, this is the one I've used before to dry clothes. So, and now we have the master the master bedroom. I've got curtains for this one. I'm going to get curtains for the living room soon. That's sort of a slow and steady kind of thing. I got my mosquito net and my bed. Yeah, nothing too exciting in here, I guess. And this is the private master bathroom, which, you know, it's got a shower, it's got a toilet, it's got a sink, which will theoretically work one day. So basically it's a pretty fancy house. Yeah, they gave me, I'm pretty sure these are the nicest houses in town, or the fanciest ones anyway, and I'm very thankful to have been chosen to receive one. And I think that's all for this tour, so take care.